Oh well, isn't this just goody? We have a convoy and it's very close. Heading east-northeast at 7 knots. Alright, we're going after that for sure. So how far is he going to get at 7 knots? Okay, how long will it take us to arrive? 100 and... no, that's... idiot. That's to all the way to the end. It's not going to take us 186 hours to get there. Unless we row. It's going to take 9 hours. How far are they going to get in 9 hours? At 7 knots, they'll have gone about 103. Oh, but we're not running at our maximum possible speed. Let's wait until we run up to that speed and then get another estimate. Yeah, 3 hours. So at 7 knots in 3 hours, they'll have gone 51. Which will put them about there. Alright, so we should find them somewhere inside that circle. And I'll let you know if we should happen to encounter them. Well, we just hit the end of our search pattern and nothing. I'm afraid they must have changed course, which wouldn't surprise me at all because they'd be heading up into here. So we are going to keep going. But I think this would be as good a time as any to explain my aforementioned plan for this patrol. And that was the... oh, that messes up my whole plan. There's supposed to be a resupply ship here somewhere. Maybe it's gone. How far in do you have to be zoomed to see them? Okay, we don't have a supply ship there anymore. That foils my plan. Okay, there's got to be information somewhere. I'm kind of an idiot. Oh, no, it's in here. Resupply info. So, off Greenland, we have the same ship. Oh yeah, so that only ran up to the 15th of December, which was like yesterday, 1940, and it doesn't come back until January of 1941, so I'm going to postpone my intended plans for this patrol until a later one in January of 1941, which will probably end up being our next one. And it's there until it looks like June of 1941. At which point, I should actually find out what happened to it, because it's entirely possible that it was sunk. But it's normally about here. Because my plan was to have all our patrol here, resupply at that ship, get fuel and torpedoes, and head to certain areas that lots of convoys happen to come out of. And yeah, so that'll be the plan for probably the next patrol. Well, herein we have an interesting situation, a convoy heading northwest at slow speed. Sounds like 4 knots. I can't turn that down with how close that is. Alright, let's set up a course with which to pursue. Convoy. Should be able to encounter it just about there. If we run at full speed. We still have tons of fuel. Like, we've barely chiseled it all, so I'll let you know when we make contact. Okay, there's a contact, and there's our convoy. I'm gonna say running along approximately that course. So we're just gonna get well ahead and then go right down the throat of the convoy. And we're gonna surface because I was at periscope depth when we heard that, obviously. So that'll get us nice and well ahead of it. There we are. And let's get our watch officer. We actually have 2 qualified watch officers back up on the deck. And that, Gimblinks, is a convoy. And we're gonna dive because they're actually, because the conditions are so clear, they can see us from a long way off. Which may prove a problem in attacking it, as a matter of fact. But, and also we're gonna run silent. I loaded up the external after we used that one torpedo. So we are fully loaded down now. Trouble is we still have 2 Type 1s and 2 Type 2s, and I'd really rather be using Type 1s in these sorts of conditions. But if we're firing from really short range, it won't make as much difference, so we'll see how it goes. And we have dived. I'm going to put up the attack scope. Because it's much smaller, and we don't want to run any risk whatsoever of being detected in this case. They're still really far away, they're just smoke on the horizon right now. But if we let them come on closer, I think we may find an entirely different story. We're going to run at silent speed with the scope down, and keep going until there are just lines from every direction, essentially. And we are right in the middle of the convoy. Contact. Tons of contacts. It's a big convoy for sure. At least 4 or 5 columns. And I'm going to take this thing right down its throat. Alright, let's have another look. Okay, that's decidedly close. Hello. What might you be? I'm going to bring up the observation scope and have a better look. Oh, I found the insert key. It's the second function of 0 on the number pad. Interesting. That is a cruiser. A worthwhile target, no doubt. Oh, that's not what it is. It's not a... Clicked the wrong bloody thing. It's an Englander cruiser with 2 stacks. I'm thinking it's one of these. Which would definitely be a worthwhile target. So worthwhile that we are actually going to turn on so that we can attack that column. Did I just hear a ping? I don't think so. Okie dokie. I'll wait until we've completed the turn and then bring up the attack scope. Contacts, etc. I'm actually going to look at our position relative to the convoy, which is kind of cheating a little bit, but you know, what can you do? Alright, so that's bringing our rudder to center. We're going to go all stop. Alle Maschinen stopp. And bring up the attack scope. And sneak peek. I have received credible word that this convoy is traveling at 4 knots. I'm willing completely and utterly to believe that. That's... Is there anything? Oh. Oh dear. That's what that is. Yeah, because I didn't see a 3rd turret, so that's what that is. That is a Fiji. Holy crap! Okay. Let's get ready to fire because she's seen us. Now for it, we'll crank up the speed a bit. We'll use tubes 1 and... Which ones have... Yeah, we'll be using impacts. We'll set one to run for 5 knots, and one to run for 4 knots. Fire. I figured they might see our scope, actually. And we're going to fire... Let's see if there's anything opportune we can fire this darn too bad. We might hit that. That range is about right. No, not that one. That one. I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. But what have we here? Ah! We hit the Fiji. And hopefully we can get another hit. Okay, I'm gonna bring the scope back up to it again. One of these forward tubes. What's her draft? 5.4 meters. Okay, so we'll set that to 6. She's really speeding up, so... On the other hand, I think we put our engines out. Yeah, we did. So I'm gonna say 6 knots. Fire. And... we'll try another one down at 4 knots and fire and waste torpedoes and blah. But I don't care. Oh, crap. We're gonna miss her completely, actually, is what we're gonna do. Because she's dead in the water. I'm an idiot. But I'm the kind of fun, cuddly idiot who you kind of pity. Because they're so stupid. Actually, I think we've sunk her. And used up 4 torpedoes and only got 1 hit. And oh well. I mean, it's certainly worthwhile that we've hit the boat, but we're gonna get those torpedoes started reloading, and we're gonna shadow this convoy because our escorts are going to be headed in any moment. Yep, destroyer. So let's get up to speed, head back out of the convoy, and down to 100 meters. And watch this thing sink. Because watching ships sink is kind of what we're here for. What is that? It's a flying boat of some kind, but I just don't recognize it. I'll have to look into that. We can close that. Yeah, she was practically completely stopped. That's alright, we didn't really need to finish her off anyway. Is that the only destroyer? Interesting. Quite possibly. If we could get off a lucky shot and sink it, that'd be fantastic, but I don't really want to take that chance. We're gonna watch this sink, though. 'Cause that's 10,000 tons. Did she get her engine running again? Nope. That's just bubbles coming out. She's taking on water. How close is that destroyer? I really shouldn't be peeking, but I'm going to. And we're at 50 meters. Okay, ahead flank. Back to watching this sink. We'll come back later. At the moment I'm slightly concerned for the safety of my own boat. Oh dear. I'm actually going to go to 120. Yeah, I'm not too worried about charges because they probably set them a lot shallower than we really are. In fact, we're going to go really quiet while these are going off. We're getting rattled, but we're not taking any damage. Which is good. December 17th, 1940. This has been U-34. Sink, 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 sink. Well, we're at 120 meters. I'm not worried about being detected. Haven't had any notifications of depth charges. And she's still definitely taking on water. So
Kontakt,
I think...
Kriegsschiff.
Oh, she's starting to list to starboard too. Where are we? Okay, we're already behind the convoy. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Actually, now that I've seen it, you might as well know what it is, just in case you missed it. And that's the second time we've seen one of those. Yeah, I should stop peeking at this convoy, but I want to watch their cruiser sink. I'm actually going to head this way outside the convoy.
Neuer Kurs 5-1.
And then we might come back around and finish this off. Unless, have we got a notification? We haven't, so she hasn't officially gone down yet. So we might have to come back and finish her off. Which we can certainly do. Because she's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, but the convoy is going.
Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich auf 226. Große
Yeah,
Entfernung.
we're well behind the convoy. We're actually going to turn back north
Neuer
and
Kurs
stop
2.
completely so that we're just pointing the right way. And wait for the convoy to disappear. Except we're getting pinged, or pung, or however you might like to describe it. I'm completely cheating, but I want to watch what the convoys do. Normally I really do try not to do this. Holy crap! I've been making 30 knots.
Wasserbomben. Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich auf 257. Große Entfernung. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Ooh. You don't run that bloody time compression. Actually, I'm gonna get these guys out of here because we're running silent anyway. They can't do their loading. They'll only get all tired from picking up big heavy torpedoes. I'll put you in the aft torpedo. Why not? As the quarters are full.
Kontakt, Frachter, Entfernung.
I need to peek.
Auf 275.
It's in my nature. Gives me entertainment anyway. Oh my. Pretty much directly behind us, I think.
Wasserbomben.
Yep. I'm actually gonna try one of these maneuvers. We're gonna do a knuckle.
Wasserbomben.
And then I'm gonna wait until we hear the charges going off. And then run silent.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Oh yay, there are people in my boat saying Schweinen. Piggies. Alright, this is probably gonna be pretty boring. They haven't really hit us. I'm just gonna come back once something interesting happens. Yes, yes, yes. They've broken off their pursuits, and this thing is still afloat, and I'm going to finish it off. What kind of eels have we? Alright, we have a Type 1. I'm going to set it to about 7 meters, fired on a magnetic, full speed. These don't really matter as long as this is set to 0. And we have the correct... We're just going to shoot right on our bearing. And get ready. Let's see, 5.4, so that'd be 6 meters, but she's also down a bit, so we're gonna do 7. And fire. I said fire. There we go. Oh, I didn't open the tube, but for once it doesn't actually matter. And that's just gonna shoot on my bearing. Perfect. And we're actually gonna follow it. Because we have nothing better to do. Yay! Closing in on the target. And this is the 5th torpedo we fired at this, so this had better finish her off. That's infuriating. We almost have another one loaded. Alright, that tells us something. We need to get a better angle. So, let's go get a better angle. Oh, crap. Apparently, her radio still works. We can expect warships any minute here. Alright, we're just gonna get right alongside. And then turn to face her with the aft tubes. Why isn't this scope up? Yeah, 270, 90 degrees to starboard. Right. Now she's on the right bearing. I'll stop. Prepare the aft tube. If this doesn't work, I am going to hit my head against the desk. And we're going to do an impact because... But we're going to set it to run at 6 meters because we know she's sitting that deep in the water. Let's set it to 5 just in case. I don't want to let anything go wrong. Opening tube 5, it's definitely a type 1. Can't finish this off with the deck gun because it'll shoot us. And fire. I will be very cross if this does not work. I'll be irritated indeed. Should have let it run at a lower speed so it could arm itself. It had better arm itself. We had to be more than 500 meters away from it. It's been running long enough. There we go. Oh yeah, and that's just gonna blow her to bits too. Alright, let's take her deep and make her escape. Because there'll be warships coming back. Because they sailed off to the convoy. Yeah. Or maybe not, but she's gonna sink now. The weight of that superstructure is just gonna pull it right over. Yeah, there it goes. It's just waiting for that little extra bit to finish it off. We don't have that many torpedoes left because we wasted so many bloody things on this. But, you know, 10,000 tons, I can't turn that down. It's a vital enemy surface vessel. And if it doesn't sink now... Time compression! And running silent once again to make our clean getaway. It's just that this ship had better make a getaway beneath the waves. Did we get... Okay, we have been credited with sinking it, whether it goes down or not. And I'm thinking it's got to. I mean, at that angle with that much list, it's got to be filling up with water. Slowly as it may.
Contact.
Yeah. And I do actually want to go back out after the convoy if we can. Sinking, sinking, sinking. There she goes. And there go the boilers. Bye, Fiji. Well, that was the class. I don't know if it was the actual lead ship. She's heading to the bottom. And That's pinging. Is there a destroyer coming after us? Yes, it wasn't very far away. Alright. But I think we're gonna get away cleanly. I'll let you know when it happens. Or if it doesn't happen, and we die. Alright, so we managed to get away. The convoy isn't very far off at all, so we are on a course to go and get ahead of it. And we're gonna run at fairly high speed to do that. Because it's only going 4 knots, theoretically. And we've sunk its heavy surface escort, but it still has 2 or 3 destroyers with it. But we're gonna wait until nightfall, because we're too easily spotted during the day. Fortunately, by the time we catch up with it, it probably will be dark, so I'll catch you then. Alright, so we got way ahead of the convoy, so unless it turned, it should be ahead of us somewhere. My concern is that it did turn, because it was going this way, presumably to make an arc of some kind over to here, but I guess the only reason it would go that high was if we were going into St. Lawrence, which is entirely possible. But I'm a little bit concerned, actually. Oh, no, there we go. We have a contact, and we're going to surface so that we can close the distance faster. Because we essentially have ideal conditions now. Because it's dark, and reasonably moonless? That'd be a good thing to check, actually. No moon. That is ideal. Alright, we're going to close the distance with that convoy. Merchant spotted. Good show. Let's get a watch officer on deck so that we're all happy juggly doodly. Tell me, in your infinite wisdom, where do you see a vessel? Oh, there's tons of them. Right, because it's the convoy. Alright, we're gonna get a little closer, but we're gonna dive almost right away.
Schiff gesichtet.
Schiff gesichtet, yeah, I know. Yeah, let's dive now.
Seerohrtiefe.
And let them close the distance. And we have loaded up all our torpedoes.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
This may actually have to be our last major attack, because we used so many in our last encounter with this little convoy. But we are headed down. Alright, we're actually going to go to 40 meters for a while, because those escorts will still be on the prowl. And we'll close the distance under heavy time compression, because I'm lazy and all that. 10:20. Ooh, that's getting us nice and close. Are those ships turning? Periscope depth immediately. It must be at periscope depth. I think the whole convoy is turning, which may actually be good for us. But we shall have to see, because if the whole convoy is turning, they might actually give us a better angle without us even having to turn. But if they're too far away... Yeah, they're turning. That actually does us some good, if that's the extent to which they're turning. Okay, that looks like a juicy target right there. So 10... they're bowing. That's about right. Okay. Because there are some definitely good-looking targets here. Including that submarine, but I'm not sure if I actually do want to shoot at that, because it's not particularly valuable, per se, compared to some of the other targets that are here. We're going to bring that scope down, and actually accelerate a little bit, because I think we need to get a little closer. But I think I know what that was. That was... Might actually... I think it was one of these. which are deceptively small actually, but it's a troop ship, so it's a valuable target nonetheless. And yeah, we're running at 4 knots. They're running at 4 knots. We're actually might need to back up a bit.
Kleine Fahrt zurück. Kleine Fahrt zurück.
No, I think we'll be okay. Oh, but they're turning. Why are they turning? Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out this new course of theirs. Ah! Okay, that's why. We've been detected. Crap. Okay. We're going to shoot that on the assumption that this is what it is, because I think it is. And we are going to go to a head flank, and we're going to turn, and this is going to be the death of us probably, but I don't care at this point. Oh god. 5 knots range, not too much. What on earth? Yeah, that destroyer is going to blow us to bits. So we're just going to shoot that. Maybe we'll hit it. And let's actually have a look at that torpedo, because I was fairly confident in it actually. If we could find it. Oh, that might run ahead. Yeah, that's gonna run ahead. Crap. Got the bow angle wrong.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3-0.
Alright. I think we're going to have to abandon our pursuit of this convoy for now. Because they know we're here, they know we... Although, depending which way we're heading, we might actually be able to make an extremely bad idea of an attack. And you know what? Because that destroyer is not coming immediately after us, I'm going to do exactly that. But I just need to keep my eyes wide open. Oh crap. Yeah, that destroyer is not immediately bearing down on us per se. So, depending what we're pointing at. Yes. That's practically standing still. Gyro angle 0 to 8. I will go with that. And I'll actually fire a second one at it astern to guarantee a sinking. And then I'm going to crash dive. And then we're probably actually going to head home. Because I've done something very foolish and I've used all our torpedoes. But it might just pay off. And if these miss, I will cry into a pillow.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
Oh, they might bounce off too. Crap.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3-0.
I'm an idiot.
Derzeitige Tiefe 4-0.
Schwein is right. Oh, we have one more torpedo.
Seerohrtiefe.
That's all I'm going to say. We have one more torpedo.
Derzeitige Tiefe 5-0.
We have one, and it's
Derzeitige
going to
Tiefe
make us
6-0.
very happy. Unless we
Neuer
die.
Kurs 1-4-5.
And we're going to shoot directly on our bearing because that ship isn't even moving. Ah! Oh god. Okay. Alarm! Forget it. Forget it, forget it, forget it. Forget it completely. Forget it with extreme prejudice. Because we need to fix our boat. Yeah, tube destroyed. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna need to head home after this. Yeah, we need to dive.
Neue Tiefe 1-0-2 Meter.
Yeah, they broke all our tubes. One of them's completely destroyed.
Derzeitige Tiefe 6-0.
hydrophone is functional, but
Derzeitige Tiefe
no.
7-0.
And we're going to just head away from the convoy.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
Okay, we need to fix our boat. Okay, these chief engineer things mean that we're probably taking hull damage, which concerns me a lot. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we've got the flooding repaired. We need to focus on getting all the water pumped out for now,
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0-0.
because we actually took some serious damage. Because I was completely crazy, and I wanted revenge because I'd fired like 3 torpedoes at a ship and we didn't hit it, and we're gonna need to head home after this, despite the fact that we have almost no fuel. We have tons of fuel, we've barely burned any fuel, rather. 9765431. Alright, let's get the water pumped out of this compartment. 54321. And then fix that compartment completely.
Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich auf 9.
Okay. Then fix this compartment. And then fix this compartment. Oh. We have depth charges.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
That's not good. That's gonna take quite some time to fix.
Kontakt, Frachter,
Yeah, that's
entfernt
not
sich.
good. Oh, I can hear that going over us.
Wasserbomb.
Oh, because we've been running at full speed. Probably hear us on miles and miles. Because I'm so completely and utterly incompetent. But you know, we couldn't just not do that. I should be court-martialed. Although actually, in Germany at this period in history, you could be criminally charged with criminal inefficiency, but we actually sunk some stuff. We've sunk somewhere in the neighborhood of 15,000 tons.
Das Boot ist beschädigt, Herr
Oh,
Kaloy.
crap. We've been hit. Oh! Oh dear. Ooh, hull damage, hull damage. Let's come up to 80 meters. Because the deeper we are, we can take hull damage from depth. Which is very, very bad. And that will relieve us in 3, 2, 1. December 17th, 1940. With all the fuel we have, we might be able to run at high speed and be home for Christmas. Wouldn't that be nice? Christmas in Saint Nazaire. 109 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. And we've pumped all the water out. And we've pumped all the water out of there. Now we just need to focus on repairing our vessel. Yeah, I know. And to click on this one. And fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. And fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Ooh. Depth charges in the water.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, our depth gauge is cracked. Probably from one of those recent attacks. Oh, that did damage. Oh my god. Okay, we have death on board. Full head flank. Oh god, we need to be primarily and thoroughly concerned with saving the ship here. The boat, sorry. Oh dear. I may have just killed us. god, do we have officers down? Oh no, it was these two. They're not officers. They're peasants. Propulsion maneuvers. There we go. Double knuckle to starboard.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0,0.
I need to keep an eye on our depth because with this much water we are not in balance. But we are steadily pumping the water out. But this one's filling up fast. That's not good.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,5,0.
What? Oh god. Blow. Ausblasen. Anblasen! It's just about the only way to save the boat. Oh god. I think this might be it. 180 meters.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,8,0.
We're still going down. 190 meters. Blow. Blow, I say.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,9,0.
Anblasen! Oh dear. I think this is it.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2,0.
We're approaching hull crush depth. I think we're dead. Yep. That's it. I'm afraid. We're done. Finished. Kaput. And this was an Iron Man career, so we are toasted, I'm afraid. That's going to have to be it. Question remains what to do next. I'd gladly do another Silent Hunter 3 campaign. Or we could do Silent Hunter 4. And I would certainly love to hear that. I have a few ideas for what we could do in Silent Hunter 3, not so much for Silent Hunter 4. And I was thinking we might do one where we start at the beginning of 1945 and try to survive the war. Or, on the other hand, I died in 1941. Early, is it April 7th? Oh, that's I guess the time at which we would have been struck from the registry, maybe, but we were killed in 1940, essentially. But, other than that, we could do one in one of the long-range Type 9 boats in 1942, take part in Operation Drumbeat, and stuff like that, but I would love to hear input on that in the comments and such. So, let's have a look at our achievements. We lived for 2.5 months. That is really crappy. We were with 17th Flotilla in U-34 Type 7B. Lost with all hands. And that's it. I guess that is all. I've been Mr. 66D playing Silent Hunter 3. Toodaloo in the most depressed form possible.